Conservative new media viewers and JLin fans around the world, we've got an update on Lin and the Rockets. They have won tonight over the Orlando Magic, 108-92 in Orlando. It is Houston's 7th and final preseason game. We'll put a full set of links in the video description below the video player so you can check those out, including game highlights. We will also work to try to get you some post-game information and quotes from JLin. Now, we wanted to do that after the last game, and we told you we'd do it, but we couldn't find anything. It's like nobody put up any videos or anything, so that's why we couldn't get it done. Sorry about that, but we'll try to get it tonight. Lin was excellent in this game. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers, and 2 steals. He was very efficient, shot 5 of 10 from the field, and scored the 13 points in just 23 minutes. Now, what he's doing right now is he's passing more. What you're seeing him doing on offense is he's kind of bringing the ball up, but he's not running a lot of pick and rolls and stuff. And I actually don't think that it might be the fault of Kevin McHale and his offense. I think what Jeremy is doing right now is he knows his body and his knee are not where he wants them to be. So in other words, he's letting other players on the team run more of the offense while he kind of gets himself back up to speed. And that's okay. It's actually good because the Rockets have other guys who can initiate the offense and get their own shots. So it's good for Lin because he can kind of just chill until his body is back up to normal. He had an excellent block in this game. You probably saw it if you watched the game. Orlando got a steal, and JLin basically caught up to the guy. I think he blocked it. He certainly altered the shot, and the guy missed the layup. It was, similar to like when he blocked Derrick Rose in that layup attempt last season, although it wasn't quite as dramatic. He didn't get as much of the ball in this one, but he certainly altered that. That's a good sign. And, his legs are starting to come back a little bit. He's playing better defense, but similar to the offensive stuff I was telling you, he doesn't have the lateral quickness yet. That means, moving side to side. It's not quite there yet, and that's because of the knee. But he's getting there. He's getting there. And the way he's playing on offense, he's just being selfless, which is good. That's what you should do. If you're not able to do everything, let someone else do it, and that's what he's doing. Now, this team is going to be a lot better when Lin is controlling the ball more. We've talked about this yesterday or in the last game. You see Kevin Martin and other people handling the ball more or kind of looking off Lin on offense. Once Lin's back to his full self and he has the ball in his hands more, the team is going to be a lot better. I think even when Lin is 100% healthy, I think there's a real chance that Kevin Martin might get traded. There's been talk about that before, that they wanted to deal him before Lin was whatever, and I think you might see that happen once Jeremy is fully up to speed. I'm not sure if it's going to work well for both of those guys to be in the same backcourt, just from Houston's perspective. I'm not saying it can't work, but they might want to let Lin control the ball more and score the ball more. And so they might think they might be able to get a good piece or pieces for Kevin Martin. So we'll see. We'll see how that develops. Now, we've talked about this before. I'll compare Lin to Steve Nash, and Mark Cuban just compared him to Steve Nash. And he is like Nash. It's just he's not as good of a shooter, but he's more explosive. He's a better athlete than Steve Nash is in terms of running and jumping. So now if you followed our Lin videos last year, you know that we talked about Linsanity 1.0, Linsanity 2.0, et cetera, et cetera. We kind of saw, I think, a little bit of Linsanity 3.0 last year, maybe. But as long as J-Lin stays healthy, as long as he doesn't have any setbacks with his knee, and he's on that road, he just needs to not try to do too much too quick. I think this is going to take a couple months for him. But if he does that, then I think we are definitely going to see Linsanity 3.0 this year. You saw flashes of it in this game. Look, he was 3 for 4 from three-point range tonight. He had some nice layups, nice moves. He still can't finish like he wants to, and that, again, is because of the leg. He's still having a little bit of trouble getting into the paint when he's dribbling, and that's, again, because of the knee. But you can see it in this game. This is a very encouraging game if you're a JLin fan. you're starting to see a little bit of that Linsanity magic where he just starts rolling and nobody can stop him. So I think if he just hangs in there, and the fans need to be patient with him. We know the haters won't be patient because they don't want him to succeed. So don't worry about that. Don't let the haters or any of that doubters get you down. He knows what he's doing. The team knows where he's at in terms of his body. So I think everything's going to be fine. But, once he can get his legs back, I think obviously he'll be much better. And the last thing to come back for him might be a shot. Now, even though he hit those threes tonight, sometimes you need to get your rhythm going. You need everything working before your shot will become more automatic, like the mid-range shots and the layups and this type of thing. But when he gets this stuff going, and I think he will get it going, you're going to, then we're going to be back into fun times with JLin. So I think that is on the horizon. He was a little bit tired at the end of this game after his stint. I think he played until like late in the third quarter, and then they took him out and he didn't come back. But yeah, that's normal. That's normal. In the last game, he played 31 minutes. Tonight, just 23. But, he's still getting his conditioning back. But look, the summary is this is good. He played great tonight. No turnovers. 5 assists. I mean, that's great. That's better than a 5-to-1 ratio. It's outstanding. So he played within himself. I love where it's at. I'm pumped up because now I saw signs of the real JLin tonight. And the haters aren't ready for it. They are not ready for him to be back in full form. I remember Chris Paul had a surgery on his meniscus. Now, he might have had the meniscus taken out. I don't remember. But it took him a long time. I think it took him the better part of a year to kind of get all the way back. And now when you're that talented, like Chris Paul, he can still play, not be fully at where he wants to be with his body and still be good. And that's kind of what I think you're seeing from Lin now. I'm not saying Lin is as good as Chris Paul because he isn't, but the talent is coming through with Jeremy, even though he's still not at 100%. And that's what I saw tonight. And I'm sure you saw it too if you're a fan and you're watching the game. So that is a very good sign. It is starting to see that little spark come back. So, man, it's just a matter of time. And I think we're going to go right into Linsanity 3.0. Okay, you tell us what you saw in the comments section below. Thumbs up, thumbs down on this video. Of course, you can come and join the Conservative New Media Facebook group. You'll find a link for that in the video description. We have over 2,000 members of that group. Love to have you come be a part of it. You are watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 YouTube fan channel for JLin news and information. I am Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.